Enter Shikari is an English rock band popular with many millennials, with lyrics which are often politically charged. Lead vocalist Row Reynolds is responsible for writing most of the band's songs, and has now released a book which takes an in-depth look at the lyrics in every Enter Shikari album since 2006.
This is exactly what I think I would want as a fan. Like growing up, I was one of them kids that was just so passionate, like so enthusiastic about the music I listened to, and I wanted to know every single detail. Like, I've never been the type of person that believes the sort of common knowledge that to dissect something or to analyse something like art or any type of art is to sort of cheapen it or takes the magic away. I don't really believe that. I think every time I've learnt something about an artist's intentions, it's just made me feel more connection to it or more empathy for where they're coming from and what they're trying to put across.
It hasn't always been plain sailing for Enter Shikari. Around 15 years ago, when the band was still only a few years old, they made headlines in newspapers like the Daily Mail and found that their local council were trying to shut their gigs down.
I think they were just quite ignorant of the scene, because we were very lucky to grow up in like what was a thriving music scene, all sorts of bands, and it was very much a collective. Everyone helped each other out, and we had two venues, one which was 18 plus, and then we had this youth club. So we used to put on gigs for local bands, and I think that the council, just because they saw, you know, they hear guitars, they perhaps see a video, they see like moshing, and they're like, what is this? This is probably all about drugs and fighting, and like this is not a good thing for the youth to be doing. Whereas in actual fact, it was getting the youth off the streets, and it was providing a safe, like, communal experience. So yeah, we had a few struggles. You know, there was one gig where they sent plainclothes policemen. I think there was about 10 plainclothes policemen at our show. All that kind of thing. Like, there's a real distrust, but you know, that's what you get when you grow up in St Albans, which is quite a sort of, I don't know, ostensibly salubrious place.
The latest book is titled Dear Future Historians, The Lyrics and Exegesis of Row Reynolds for the Music of Enter Shikari. So for a man with so many talents, which trade is his real passion?
I think naturally I am more comfortable and enjoy songwriting more. Like when I'm writing or producing, that's when I'll achieve what people call the flow state, where you're just, you know, all your worries and anxieties disappear and you're just in the moment, you're just living for what it is that you're creating. And you know, that's what I live for. I mean, I love performing, but I do struggle with it occasionally. I think writing music, like waking up, having an idea, and then having the freedom to take that idea forward in that day is like something that is incredible, and I'm very, very grateful to be able to do it.
The second day of Row's book signing was at Blackwell's in Manchester, which saw around 130 fans squeeze into the store to hear a 20-minute acoustic session from the songwriter himself, followed by a meet and greet. So why does Row think Enter Shikari is still resonating with so many people all these years after they began?
We set out at the beginning to make music that was primarily honest, and other than that, just diverse and dynamic. Like we've never really fitted in a genre. I guess it's like a sort of postmodern thing where you just go around like collecting influences, and you gradually build up kind of knowledge in those areas, and then you build up enough confidence to go, okay, I'm gonna do that, like, because it's part of me, it's part of my youth, it's part of the music I listen to, and then you add it. So that's just always been the way that we've worked.
Enter Shikari have a number of festivals to attend this summer, including Download Festival on the 16th of June in Leicestershire. They're also excited to return to Leeds Festival in August, which will be their first time back in 5 years. Holly Droy, That's TV.